Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my painting videos. So today we'll be doing another landscape painting tutorial, and it will be really green, really green forest. And here are the colors that we'll be using for today's painting. We have burnt sienna, red, lemon yellow, titanium white, black, and primary blue. Excuse all the other dried acrylics on my palette because I reuse my paints. After I finish a painting, I store my palette in a plastic bag so that I keep the paints wet. So here we go. I'm gonna sketch first the subject just to let you know where things are gonna go. And for the sketch, I'll be using my burnt sienna. All right, so this will be the foreground. It will be like 1/5 of my canvas paper. My canvas paper is A3, size A3. So if you want to pattern your work after this painting size, it's all right. You can follow that. It's A3. Okay, this will be the foreground, and the background, or the background will be the skies and some distant trees. And for that, I'll be using a wider brush just to get things done quite quickly. I'm gonna wet my brush now. For the background skies, I'm just gonna use my white, my primary blue, so it's like this. It's very light blue. And I'm gonna start coloring the skies with this color. Okay, I'm not gonna fully paint the left side because it will be painted over with some trees later, so it's a waste of time for us. Anyway, I'm accidentally grabbing some black paint on my paintbrush, but it's all right. Okay, I'm just gonna continue. A lot of these areas will be painted over, but we want to make sure that the sky color is there in the spaces in between foliage. All right, it's quite dirty blue, but it's all right. I'm gonna make it work for me. So now that we've underpainted the sky and we've already identified where the horizon is gonna go and where the foreground is gonna go, I'm gonna wash my brush out and I'm gonna use some dark green. I don't have dark green here. I'm just gonna mix my colors just to show you how green is achieved. Okay, so I'm gonna get my black, gonna get my yellow. Okay, it's already green. You know, when you combine yellow and green, it's yellow and black, you get this muted green, which is perfect for painting nature. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue to that greeny color and more black, because you want it to be dark green. We don't want it to be light green, okay? Because this is the underpainting. And I'm just gonna paint the foreground with this color. You know, I'm very raw and very loose when it comes to underpainting and sketching. So So if you're wondering why I'm like this, like I'm simply gliding my brush on my canvas, it's because I want to get things done quickly. And the bulk of the painting, I mean, personally, the way from my observation, the bulk of the painting is on the underpainting and the sketch. Everything else that you do after the sketch and the underpainting is just detailing. It's just being observant and very detailed, okay? But I think for me, the bulk of the work is on the underpainting and the sketch. All right. I don't know, maybe some of you have a different point of view or maybe different reasoning. Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna use my fan brush. Maybe, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna use my fan brush just to create some distant trees. And I'm gonna use the same color, the dark green, only that I'll be adding more black and more blue. So it's like this color. And I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow to make it dark blue green. Okay, we'll be doing some light play as well. That's why this dark green color should be there to give us some contrast. All right, using my fan brush, I'm just gonna go and create some patterns in the background that resemble some distant trees. You know, this could be really anything in the background, but is there any particular pattern that I'm doing this? Well, I'm doing this quite diagonally or vertically. I'm not doing this horizontally. So just do this, continue, enjoy the looseness of the process. We're loose at the moment, We'll be more detailed and more strict maybe later. Remember that we're doing background trees, okay? So don't worry too much about the background. Don't obsess too much about the details in the background. Just do as I do. If you're painting along with me, if you want to follow my techniques, if you want to create fast and you want to deliver fast, okay, again, these are background and distant trees. No detailing yet, okay? Just give the background. Produce the background first before we do some detailing. All right. The bristles of the fan brush actually helps me achieve some brush strokes or brush lines that I probably would not have achieved if I'm just using an ordinary brush. So you can see here, I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. Always remind yourself, whenever you find your painting going nowhere, especially the underpainting process, remind yourself that you're just doing the underpainting, nothing serious in there. It's just identification of where things are gonna go, and also giving your painting some shadows, undertones. It doesn't have to be suggestive of anything. Okay? All right. Okay, I'm just gonna darken those bald spaces that I have. Just like that. Okay, good. Okay, now I'm gonna allow this to dry before we proceed to detailing it. Okay, now let's go back to the grass. I'm not washing my brush anymore. I'm just gonna dab onto my yellow. Okay, like so. And I'm gonna use my fan brush to create some grasses on the foreground. And I'll be doing this vertically, I mean the brush strokes. So in order to create some grass-like patterns, you have to hold your fan brush or move your fan brush in a vertical direction. Don't move it in a horizontal direction because you're going to produce something else, maybe not grasses, I don't know. I'll be linking in the description box below a lot of the playlist for my landscapes, so that you can refer to those if you want to check out more of my tutorials, especially the landscape ones. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of burnt sienna to the yellowy color that we have here. If we're painting nature, we have to have it, or we need to make it look natural. Meaning, it's not just green and yellows and highlights. There are also some browny colors in there. Some black even. So in the same manner that we did the grass or the grasses, we're just gonna apply the browny colors here and there. All right, just like that. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's go back to our yellow, but this time I'll be mixing it with white so that it's light yellow, like so. And I'm gonna make some more highlights. Just layer, keep layering. Okay, and remember to move your brush, your fan brush, vertically or diagonally if you want to change a bit, just to give your grasses some movements. Okay, now I'm gonna try to use the edge or the what do you call that? The pointy part of the fan brush, meaning I'm just gonna make some brush strokes like this. It's not that much, but I want it there. Okay, now I'm gonna get my black. And as you can see here, I'm not really washing my brush. I'm allowing other colors to mix with the other colors. But make sure that the most dominant color is black still, okay? And I'm gonna make some negative spaces. Darkening some areas. We will definitely make some trees here. Paint some trees. Okay. Okay. I think that will be fine for now. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. Now let's go back to the sky before we do the foreground trees. Okay, this is already making sense, even if it's just the sketch part, underpainting part. Now I'm gonna go back to the sky. Let's make it quite brighter. I'm gonna dab onto my white, all right? Okay, pure white. I'm gonna wet it a bit and spread some white paint right here on the upper left corner. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of blue. It's like layering the sky part with this color. Okay, now I'm gonna apply some of this sky color on top of the background trees. Remember that we waited for the paint to dry, the background colors, because we want to paint something over it to suggest some blurriness. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. We don't want to paint over it, absolutely. But we just want to, it's like applying some thin cloth. It's like that. Alright. Okay. This will also give us some perspective. Because if everything appears to be dark, everything appears to be near us, when in fact some of the objects in the painting are far from us. And in order to suggest distance, we need to change the colors. Okay. Alright, just like that. And I'm gonna make some overlapping colors. Glazing, like that. Okay, the yellow paint actually mixes with that, and that's really good. That's really nice because we want to achieve some sort of light play. That would be the initial stage. Later, we'll correct it even more. Okay, I'm gonna lighten this area where the sun is hitting. Okay. Alright. Just dry brush along that area where the sun is hitting. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out and let's allow that again to dry. Let's change brush. Let's get a thinner brush. That brush that you use in painting tree branches or tree trunks. Alright. So I'm gonna use this brush size. It's quite square. And I'm gonna dab onto my black, just pure black. Alright, you may want to use your burnt sienna so that it does not look like it's just super black. Okay, just use brown. You can even use blue if you want. Just don't make it look so black if you're not a fan of black. Me, I'm okay with it, but this is just another suggestion. Now using this color, okay, I'm gonna create some tree trunks. All right, that's one. All right, and then number two. Like here. We don't want to paint too much here because this will be the light source. So in order for us to paint light, we need to provide space for light, okay? Okay, make this part quite thicker. As you go near the roots, just make your trees quite thicker, or tree trunks. Because that's how, you know, nature looks like. Okay. Okay. Some thinner ones because it's farther. So to make it appear far, you need to shorten the length of the branch, or the tree trunk, sorry, not the branch. So in here. Okay. Just make it thicker. Okay, the blue is mixing, but okay, now let's create some small branches or tree trunks. Small and thinner. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna change my brush. I'm gonna switch to a more pointy one. But I'm just gonna do the same thing, only that I'll be doing some finer detailing. Oops. Don't worry too much about the branches. It will be covered with lots and lots of foliage, but I still suggest that you do it because we want to make sure that it's there. Okay. Even if we know that we're just gonna paint over it, just make it, you know, like it's there. It's like the underpainting. You're just gonna paint over the underpainting, but you're still doing it because it still has some good effects on your painting. You can do as many branches as you want. And let's not forget this side. But then again, not much because we want this space for the light. We don't want to cover this area. All right, okay. Oh, this looks good already. I'm gonna wash my brush out. And I'm gonna use a small brush. The one that we use in sketching the branches. And let's start creating some foliage. And for that, I'll be using the same color that we used for the tree trunks, only that I'll be mixing a little more yellow to make it more dark green. Remember that we need to have dark green first before we do the light green, okay? So maybe this green, actually you can add more black if you want. I'm just gonna mix all the colors that I have on my palette so that I create that black color. It's not literally black, but the mixture of all the colors makes some dark color. And I'm gonna use this to create some foliage. I'm gonna start on the side. All right, maybe here. Okay. I'm sorry if you cannot see this area. I'm just painting it black or dark. We're gonna start first with the dark greens. Mm-hmm. Okay, just continue. I'm making some short dashes to create some foliage looking brush strokes. Okay, and then let's go here. We'll go back to that, right? Let's just go here. Okay, like that. And then I'm gonna dab onto my blue and add white. So it's like turquoisey color. I'm gonna use this to give some background colors or give some blue colors to the background. Okay, it's like hints of light. Okay, my paintbrush is swimming. Okay. These are hints of light here and there in the background. Okay. So it's like that. Let me check. All right, just like that. All right, now let's go back to the trees. Okay, let's make some green, okay? A normal green. I'm gonna get my yellow and blue. This time it's not gonna be too dark, okay? You can add a little black, but make sure it's not as dark as the first one that we did here. Now let's start creating some more foliage. So just do in the same manner that we did the dark foliage or the dark colored foliage. Remember, they are not really dark, but because of the absence of light, they appear like silhouettes. Okay, just cover the spaces that you see. This is just a preliminary before we highlight. Okay. Again, I'm using some short brush strokes. Okay, I'm gonna go in between the trees. And also the left side. All right, now I'm gonna get my yellow. Just get your yellow and just, keep going. You will definitely go back to the background to give some more contrast. For now, let's just do some foliage. Let's take one portion at a time. Here as well. Okay, I'm just gonna darken some areas right here. I'm just gonna fill in the spaces that I see like super blank. Okay, now let's highlight some branches or tree trunks. I'm gonna get my brown. We'll definitely go back to the leaves, but to not bore us too much about the foliage, let's go and go to some other areas in the painting. I'm gonna use some light brown and highlight the left side of the tree trunks. Okay, I'm gonna get my white and make it quite brighter. All right, let me check. Looking good already. Just add some more detailing. Okay. Now I'm gonna get my pointy brush and I'm gonna dab on to my black. I actually ran out of black. I'm gonna get my red and brown and blue so that I create a dark color. So if you ran out of black, you can combine all the colors in your palette and you may not be able to get super black, but you will definitely create something that is near the black color. I'm gonna create some more. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna get my brown and mix it with my yellowy colors. You wanna make sure that there's some sort of brown colors on the leaves. You don't want your tree to look like just pure green. So I'm just gonna make some small short brush strokes to represent those brownie leaves. Alright, I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna get a cleaner brush. I'm gonna get my white, pure white. It's definitely not clean, but it's clean enough. Okay, now let's just glide some white and yellows. Let me check. I like it. I'm gonna get my yellow and white. Okay, I'm gonna get more white. So we want to make sure that we highlight areas that are hit by the sun, the sunlight. Now I'm gonna get just green color. Okay, maybe I'm gonna add brown. Just randomly apply that color. Okay, I'm gonna get some white. Okay. I'm just gonna correct this. Now I'm gonna get some brown and black mixture. Let's create some depth. Right, just like that. Let me check. This is nice. Okay, I'm just redefining the highlights. Right. Okay, now I'm gonna use my bigger brush. Okay. I'm gonna dab onto my white with a lot of water. Okay. We've done this before. If you've watched already my previous landscape, it's not all, it's like almost always, you know, I do this step, and I'm just gonna make some glazing. Okay, this looks nice. Okay. Let's get some more yellow greens. And dark greens. Now let's create some suggestion of branches and tree trunks on the background trees. Again, it's not too much or it's not so much, but we want to make sure that they're there. Let me check. Okay, some more dark foliage. No, not dark, but silhouette of foliage right here. Okay, I'm gonna get my white and yellow for further highlights. These are just tiny highlights that represent those leaves that are being directly hit by the sun. All right. Okay, maybe some more. I'll be adding a little more brownie colors. Let me check. Oh, this looks nice. Right? Okay, I'm just gonna fix it. Right. I tried to fix it. Okay, and maybe right here. Just to give it more light. Okay. Okay. Adding some more dark colors. Some silhouette. Okay, let me check. Alright, this looks good. I'm gonna sign this now because we're done, guys. We're done, and yeah, I'm gonna sign this now. I'm gonna use my white, and I'm gonna sign right here. And we're done. We're done, guys. Oh my god. So wait, I'm just gonna fix this tree because this looks a little weird. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna fix it. Yeah, I just fixed that. So now that we're done, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you do this one as well. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to paint along with me, let me know in the comment section below. I just want to know. And if you painted along with me doing this one, you can send me a message via Facebook and let me know how you did. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and see you in my next video. Love you.